Alright, in a couple of minutes I am going to show you guys a video comparing Donald Trump's racism to Joe Biden's. And I just want you guys to see the stark contrast between these two videos because it's something to consider. I do not believe that our president is a racist. And I feel like he has been horribly and irresponsibly and probably irrevocably convicted of this fallacy. And it's just not fair because there's just no real proof that I've seen. So I just want you guys to see what I found.
Just say very simply, why doesn't he show his birth certificate?
We do not have time for this kind of silliness.
I think, why doesn't he show his birth certificate?
We do not have time for this kind of silliness.
I think that I've developed very, very good relationships over the last little while with the African-American community. I think you can see that. Look at my African-American over here.
If I were starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage.
Today, I'm very proud of myself.
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Do you believe President Trump is a racist?
Yeah, no question.
And neither is she. Donald Trump is a racist. Here's how we know. When LeBron James opened the I Promise School in Akron, which provides free tuition, free transportation to and from school, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, GEDs and job placement services for parents, and a fully funded college enrollment to the University of Akron for every graduate.
See stories of kids that's going through the same thing that I went through. It even makes it even more of like, yes, we did this. This is why we should have did it.
Trump did not applaud him, rather questioned his intellect in his favorite forum via an age-old tactic with racial undertones. As Eugene Scott puts it,
the president is using a common talking point from white supremacist communities that black people have less intelligence than white people.
Before he was a presidential candidate,
I've been saying for years, keep the oil, don't...
Yes, and by the way, what you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
And if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
We have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
False assumption, the big lie, that Obama did more simply because of his skin color. No, Obama did more because he's a Democrat. Wrong. President Trump has done more for black Americans than any president, in my opinion, in the last 50 years. And my opinion is that Obama and Biden believe that they are entitled to be considered a better candidate or a better president because they're a Democrat. That is a false analogy. One final point. I'm a trial lawyer for the last 30 years. When all the evidence you have played in front of your viewers about Joe Biden's racist past, I can try Joe Biden in a courtroom and convict him of being a racist.
It is absolutely ludicrous how this poor man has been inundated with this label of being a racist when compared to his running mate, he is not. A racist doesn't facilitate a community. to the leverage that we've seen. And it's a community that he is reported to hate, that just isn't realistic. And I mean, if it does, then maybe we need a racist in the office of the presidency. No. This is crazy, and it needs to stop, and people who have bought onto the idea that President Trump is a racist have been completely lied to, and they also have not done their own research. So make that determination for yourself, because it's just really, really obvious at how the media has skewed a image for our president that is so unfair, unrealistic, and they need to be called out for it. You see, guys, these two examples don't have the same weight. They do not compare. And if you are going to tell me that after watching that, two examples, that you're still going to say that Trump is the most racist out of the two, I don't know what to tell you. Because it's one thing to actually say racist things, and it's another thing to have your words be twisted into reflecting racism, and no one even gave you the opportunity to explain what you're trying to say. Whereas the other one, you didn't have to get him to explain it. He literally just said the racist things. So that's all I have for you guys. Hopefully you guys can tune in next time. Please like and subscribe to this channel, because I will be posting more videos on this and other topics. So I hope to hear from you soon.